So we're a molecular cytogenetics laboratory. We do conventional chromosome analysis, we do fluorescence in situ hybridization, and we do chromosomal microarrays. We do probably around about 6,500 tests a year. Our main goal is to maintain to provide really high quality chromosome analysis, FISH, but then to continue to expand on this more molecular side of what we do, including the chromosomal microarrays and some targeted next generation sequencing assays. You know, basically making sure that you've got an adequate amount of people to do what needs to be done. And one of the big areas where that can be improved or helped is in terms of automation and in software, especially when it comes to genomic testing, which lends itself much more to this idea of software-based automation as opposed to some of the more conventional morphology-based tests that we do. So some of the biggest new technologies, methodologies are all informatics-based, both on the terms of bioinformatics as far as analysis of genomic scale data, but also clinical informatics. So how do we interface these kinds of softwares with our electronic medical record and our laboratory information management system? And then on top of all of that, how do we manage to quality control and maintain quality assurance for all of the things that we're doing and all of these new technological investments and innovations that we're trying to implement? So NxClinical probably would led us to choose that was that we had already been a BioDiscovery customer for probably going on certainly the better part of a decade. At that point in time, we'd been using Nexus copy number for all of our microarray analysis and interpretation for years already. But Nexus copy number had, whereas it had always had met our needs, had always been primarily designed as kind of a research tool. And what we were looking for was something that was purely designed for clinical testing. And NxClinical just took everything we liked about Nexus and then added all of the, the clinical auditing, the workflows, the automation that we required in a clinical laboratory, environment. One of the biggest areas where it's changed or improved our workflow is that it has expanded the number of people who can work in microarray, in our microarray area. I think that previously it required somebody with an incredibly high skill level who had been doing this for many years, but now with NxClinical and many of the controls that it has in place and its ability to set up sort of these automated workflows and these decision trees, we've been able to bring more of our staff who maybe are not quite as experienced in molecular testing into that area of our laboratory and actually being able to perform quite well and just increase our overall throughput. I think the final thought I would have is that they are a wonderful company. I mean, I still vividly remember the first time I met Soheil and Ziwi at the ASHG meeting in Hawaii. I mean, that might have influenced my decision to really enjoy, meeting them. I don't know, but we maintained what I would call a great partnership or a collaboration. I feel like I have a lot of opportunity to provide suggestions on the software and sort of functionality. And I feel like, I know that it hasn't been built just for our workflow, but sometimes it feels like it's been built for our workflow because it fits so well. And certainly I've always enjoyed interacting with people from BioDiscovery over the years. So I think it's a great company.